Good morning, everybody. So I just seen this on, I don't know if you have ever watched Crafters Companion TV, but Jan used to be a presenter, and she's no longer with Crafters Companion, but she's got her own YouTube channel. And she did this, and she said that she's seen it on other people's, like Pinterest and stuff like that. And so I thought, that is the coolest thing. I've got to try it. We're going to try it together. And what I got Crafter's Companion card and watercolor card to try it in. So I've got this paper cup. I think if you're going to do this, you're going to want to use a cup that you're not using for food or anything. So I've got this paper cup, and it's been cut down. I don't know what for, but it's been cut down. And so I got quite a bit of water in here, which means I'm going to have to put a lot of this glimmer in here. Now, I'm not worried about it because I have a hard time getting it to spray anyways. So if I can find a way to use it other than that, then I'm going to be happy. So I'm just going to take in this, and I want to make sure I pour enough in here that it's going to come out like I want. And then you put dish soap in, and it doesn't matter what kind, I guess. We'll find out, but you want to make sure there's enough dish soap that it's going to bubble up. I have a straw. It's a paper straw, so hopefully it holds up. Sometimes these paper straws. And now all I'm going to do is blow and make bubbles. And then when they come up, you bring the paper and you pop the bubbles. It's hardly showing anything. You can hardly see. This is hard to do on camera. I'm putting my head over. I'm making a lot of bubbles. I don't know if hers had so many. It didn't look like she was making as many bubbles as I am. I'm just gonna bring in the paper and get bubbles on there. Let me come around to this corner. The straw gets in the way sometimes. I can see where I want to get more. I am really liking the effect here. Okay, we're gonna leave that sit. Now we're gonna try it with this Crafter's Companion paper just to see if we get a little different effect. But this is really neat. This is really nice. I like this background a lot. Let's see what difference these thicker. bubbles make. If it's not as airy, what difference is that gonna do? Oh yeah, it makes the color more. I might have filled it too much. I see the water wanting to kind of come up. So it's coming out more pronounced on this one, but this could be because of these thicker bubbles. Now she dried it in between so that it didn't all just kind of mush together. So I'm gonna do a quick dry on this and then we'll see about another layer if that's gonna take away from it or what. So that feels pretty dry. Okay, so just quick observation. First observation is it's deeper on the Crafter's Companion paper, the color is. I don't know if I was blowing the bubbles different or not. And it really is two different effects. This, I know, is those thicker bubbles. And so those are not what we're looking for, I don't think. I think this is more what we want, where the bubbles were bigger, airier. So let's try doing another layer and see where we end up. See, this thickness is where we got those blobs, where the bubbles are real thick like that. I want it airier. So I don't know if there's another way to blow the bubbles to make it airier. I might have put too much soap in. That might be why I'm getting those. Yeah, I don't want it to all run together, but wow. Look at that. These bubbles are all wrong. But look at what this paper cup is doing. And it's ready to give. And then like that. She used a plastic, which would have been ideal because you could go on and on and on. I mean, I got a ton in there. But look at it. I think it looks really pretty. And, man, if I had another cup, if I'd have brought another cup with me, I would add like another color just to see. That is an amazing technique for a background. I am very impressed with this. Now, she used a blue, and she said it just reminded her of the water, so she did an ocean theme. And it would look like being underwater. Mine is a little more purple. You can see I put a lot of color in there. I don't think she put so much color in. As far as shimmer, there is a little bit of shimmer, but I wouldn't count on much shimmer if you were thinking you were going to get that. Now, she said you can use any watercolor, whatever, you know, it doesn't have to be these. It could be, does have to be watercolor based, though. So if you have like paints, any kind of paints that are watercolor or whatever, I like that. I think, like I said, I really, for a background, I like probably this better. But I don't know, maybe I like them both. I like them both. I'm trying to think about a card I can do. All right. Let me see. I got some dies over here. Oh, that's a part of those stamps. I used this one the other day. Let's use this one. We'll just see what we can come up with using this paper. Let me get a little blank. I didn't want the 4x6. I want the, maybe the 4x6 will work, but I was more wanting, is that a 4x6? That's a 4x6. If I wanted a 4x6, I wouldn't be able to find one. That's a 4x6. Huh. Here we go. This was the one I wanted. Four and a quarter by 5.5. All right, that should be good. That's good to put that right smack in the middle. Okay. We're going to do that. We're going to get some purple paper. Let me see if I have some scraps. It's not a scrap. I don't know. the purple. So blue and purple, then this, and then purple again. We'll see. We'll see how that looks. I'll cut this out. I'm gonna scoot this where I know it's not gonna get knocked over. That's the last thing I need. Grab the marquee. Where is the folder for that? So it sounds like everybody did pretty good for craft day. And it just said, I had somebody say they didn't even watch. I had somebody say they didn't buy anything. It was a lot of Halloween. A lot of Halloween. Not, and it says Halloween, but there was fall stuff, but there was just so much Halloween, and I just really honestly, now what did I end up buying at the last minute? It was Crafter's Companion was on. I can't remember. Isn't that horrible? Like, I really felt like I needed it. Then I really wanted it. Now I can't even remember what it was. So, that last one was where I was like, I didn't really want to do that, but I did. All right, so let's cut some mats and layers here. I'm gonna say this Spellbinders trimmer seems to be working pretty good for me. I mean, I've been fighting trimmers for so long. Okay, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I want to kind of leave that blue showing a little bit, so I'm gonna go with 4 1/8. My 5 3/8. Oh, look at the crunches on that. Well, I'm gonna use it anyways. Oh, that's not small enough. I'm gonna just trim it a little bit more. Just a little bit more. That ended up 4 by 5 1/4. That's better. So if that's 4 by 5 1/4, I'm gonna do this. And question is, which one do I want to use? Okay. Okay, so 3 3/4. What did I say that other one was? 5 1/4. Let me try this. Take a little bit more off the top. Just a tiny bit. Okay. I'm happy with that. Am I liking these colors? I am. With this. And then the other dye. What did I do with that other dye? I want the small one that was with this one. There it is. It just feels like this color, this background color that I used is kind of a periwinkle. And so I just thought I would use blue and purple. I'll probably have periwinkle cardstock, but HSN had the marquee on all day too yesterday. There we go. Layers and layers of colors, right? Of the same colors except for that blue. And the purple is kind of a plummy purple. I think I like that. Let me glue these down and then we will discuss what to put on the top and figure that out. I don't like the fact that there's a crease in this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just stay with it. Since I'm putting this down, I don't need that fine tip. I'm just gonna bring in this bottle, take that fine tip off. Hopefully I can get it back on. Not like the other day where I had a hard time getting it on. This Nuvo glue catches pretty quickly, and the way around that is to apply a little bit more to it. With this being a watercolor card, I'm also probably going to add a little bit more to it too, for that reason. For both those reasons. I love that background. I hate that I have to cover so much of it up. I'm going to kind of put this to the top a little bit. So now I need the fine tip back on. Did I get it? I think I did. Okay. And their tip is already fine anyways, but this extra fine tip is just really nice for these little things. I didn't need it for here, but I do for here. Sometimes you gotta be careful because I can spend too much time getting the glue on. And because it's just little dots, this other glue could dry before I get there. So don't spend too much time like I tend to want to do sometimes and get too much glue on. See, it looks like it's drying already. I think it did. I think it's dried. Dried up on me already. Let's see. Okay, I got it. These two little ones don't want to stay down, see? I might not have got glue on there. I tell you what I saw somebody do. I don't remember who it was. Might have been Jan. Oh, now it's gonna stay. Nope. Put a little glue on a piece of paper. Stick that paper up underneath there. And get the glue on. And there you go. Nice, right? See, I'm gonna need a little bit more over there too. I might have to put more glue on because, oh, maybe not. All right, that's glued down nicely. That was a handy tip. That worked really well. Now this paper is watercolor paper, so now I know that handy tip. I'm not too worried about it. don't think I got it quite centered. I need to just adjust it this way a little bit. That way, there we go. That should do it. Looks like I got that glued down pretty good, actually. Okay. And I want to make sure this goes in. All right. Yeah. I wonder if this would work. Oh, maybe it's too much. Maybe that's too much purple. What do you think? I like it. But it just might be a little too much purple. Let's get my... Happy Father's Day, right? How about thinking of you? And I think I'm just gonna get... I got all these cutouts here still. I don't know. No, too pink. It's got to be either blue or purple. There's blue in here, but I don't know if it's the right blue. No, it's a tint. Is that also the tint? No. Making waves? No. All right, that's not, obviously not what I need. No, I think I'm gonna stick with the lady, even though, ooh, this is getting really mushy. I'm gonna stir this up. Oh, this straw is getting really mushy too. And I'm just gonna use that to get some color on here. And if it's speckled, that's okay. Right. Seems like there needs to be something in there. Yeah. But this is not dry yet. I wonder if I should put it down wet. I think I'm gonna take the chance and put it down wet. It's just a little bit. You know what, I'm going to take this fine tip off again. That foiling is still showing through. Oops. Sorry about that. And then she can come in here. There we go. Not too bad for a card on the, what do I call it, on the fly. I should have put her on some dimensionals. Then that would have been really cool. Just grabbing this one. I haven't even opened yet. This is all from, gosh, the beginning of the lockdown. And I bought that whole bunch from Crafter's Companion. Yeah, I mean, it was like so cheap, and I got some rolls that were like you can't even see it in this camera how big they were. They don't make them that big anymore. Well, they might, maybe. I can't say for sure that they don't. But a lot of it is those sheets. They sell those sheets now, right? So I don't know if this is gonna work. But I want to get something on her little legs because that's gonna be too big. Oh, that's not even the whole piece. I cut it the wrong way. Of course I did. As long as it holds her up. It won't fall off. Because one will be hooked to her and one will be hooked to the paper. But it'll still give her the dimension. Okay, it's not wanting to stay right now, so hopefully. Hopefully I can get that on there somehow. I guess it's just gonna fall when I go to put it on the card, so. You just got all these little delicate parts I'm worried about. Maybe her on dimensionals wasn't a great idea. Oh, that's a pretty big. Yeah, that was too big, too wide of a piece. This is too wide. You can see a little bit of it. There she is. See, her arm needs up. I need to stick a little piece in there. I'm worried about it, Oliver. That is really cute. That dimensionals really made the difference as far as the color, because I was worried about the color being the way it was, but that dimensional made a big difference. There we go. We did it. And we did it with bubbles. So, what a way to get the kids or grandkids involved. Let's blow some bubbles and make some background paper. That's awesome. This is the one on the Crafter's Companion paper. Strip left from the watercolor. Another piece from the watercolor. I mean, I love it. I will do it more. I definitely will. I gotta find some plastic cups though, because that's not getting it. That is gonna start leaking here in a second. My eyes. There we go. All right, everybody. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.